Well, just have a couple more components, which should be a Sidetone oscillator, and this 49er will be done. So, build that now. Holes are filled. These ones are just feed throughs, so that means we have all the components on the board. Time for some testing. It's also a lot of extra components. I built the Sidetone oscillator, it's the stuff right in here. And when I hooked it up, I couldn't hear anything coming out of the speaker or headphones. I couldn't see anything on the scope. And so that got me wondering what was wrong. So I looked into a little, and this oscillator here is known as a twin T oscillator. And it works, this RCR acts as a low pass filter, and the CRC section here acts as a high pass filter. And when those are set to the same frequency, you know, the conditions are right, you get oscillation. And you can find calculators online and the formulas and stuff to choose values of R and C. But it turns out that the way that it's supposed to work is that you choose a value for R, and then this other R should be half that value, and then you choose the two C values, and this should be twice that. And you'll notice that all three C values are identical, and these two R's are both 18K, and this is 1K, and we'd expect that to be 9K, and this should be about 0.1 U would be the closest standard value. So I'm not sure this amplifier, or this oscillator rather, was ever going to work like this. So if you have a working 49er that has a Sidetone oscillator with these values, let me know, and let me know what I'm doing wrong, because by my understanding this should not work at all, and it doesn't. You know, a properly designed twin T oscillator should oscillate at this frequency, 1/2 pi RC, where R is this value here and C is this value, and then the C, what's labeled C1 and R3 are different, and so the values there, if everything was right, would be about 188 Hertz, 200 Hertz, which is kind of low, but you would be able to hear that. If you look deeper, this should be the formula for the cutoff frequency for the low pass and the high pass filters, and for this circuit, and I did the math, and 266 and 564, they're very different numbers, so that's another reason why I'm pretty sure the circuit that the Chinese people put onto this is just wrong and won't work at all. So good luck if you do it. I could try and change C22 and R11. You know, I probably have like a 9K or 10K resistor, and I certainly have 0.1 microfarad capacitors. But for something this simple, I don't feel like Sidetone is really necessary, especially if you're sending with a straight key.